Okay, so today, let's react to this Arkansas scoop. And the thing is, because this was like a high speed crash. I'm talking about high speed. You talking about race car type status, and I'm just giving my opinion, and all it is just my opinion. I don't speak in sentences. I get stuff wrong. I'm a comedian by trade. Hey, it's what it is. But it's a couple things in this, you can get on one side, right wing, left, all this. We ain't trying to do all that. I'm just about to pull up some points. Hey, let's react to it. Let's get it.
Wanted on several felony warrants across multiple states. What they didn't know is that the day would end in tragedy. Their suspect, Mario Donnell Page, was wanted by a drug task force originating out of Memphis, Tennessee.
We had been trying to catch Mario for several months. He's fled from us several months. I had a snitch call me, or a CI, however you choose to put that, call me. She had him trying to...
Well, right off rip, you already know they butt hurt. So they got to just tell them you're trying to catch them for months. Don't take it the wrong way, but take it how you take it. So they already got a personal vendetta against him because he already been putting the Carmen San Diego whoop on him. So, they already feel some type of way. Can you?
Come and pick up money from her.
He buys stolen cars.
Okay.
The girl said, "Hey, I got $3,000. Can you get me a decent car?" It was a setup.
Right. All of the charges on Mr. Page are he will come to try to sell you his car. He just hits you in the head, takes your money, and flees.
While local officers and bail bondsmen waited for Mario to arrive on scene, they called for the Arkansas State Police to assist, as Mario was considered a flight risk. 2 officers were en route.
He pulled up on us. We tried to get him out of the car. He rolled down the window. The minute he saw me, and I took my hood off, I have a hoodie on. I took my hood down and had my credentials hanging on my chest. He sped off and went past your trooper and a detective. Okay. Mario Page almost hit the trooper when he shot out because he never let off the gas. Spun around.
Okay. Oh, yeah, now they really pissed. Because now they're like, oh, you tried to hit one of our officers. So, yeah. Yep, buddy. Really pissed them. At the same time, I'm not condoning saying everything he did was right. Not at all. That, you know what I'm saying? He's robbing people.
Go ahead.
This, come on. Look, I could be from Brooks. I could be for the prosecution.
We're trying to catch up to him. He's running excessive speeds here on Mount City, running south.
Same thing on both sides. What are you? The cop or you the criminal? It goes back to the run for them, you talk shit to them, piss them off. He gonna catch you, pull out car and beat your ass. It's a given. Not saying it's right they should pull him over and whoop his ass because he did whatever. It goes back and forth, hand in hand. Quite entertaining, I'll tell you that.
Still south on
in the country, most of this they like being the sticks. All this straightaway. Wow.
White Chevy Impala with tinted windows. It's a Tennessee paper hip tag.
Oh, he's in the white Impala. But yeah, y'all know what the white Impala is, not like the 96 Impala, the SS, the real boy. He in that baby mama Impala. Cops, I get the cops one, and because he's in the slowest car you could possibly decide to run, even on a straightaway. They got these Hemi V8s of like, look, I want to root for the criminal. Go, go, go. That's why you watching this video. You want to see the criminal. Because if it wasn't the criminal, these videos wouldn't exist.
Railroad tracks on Mount City South.
Slowest car on earth to run from the police when you know hotter than the devil in heaven.
We're probably about to get on the interstate.
So
that truck.
Okay, what I'm saying here though, but at the same time, wanted for doing stuff, but he ain't never killed nobody, nothing like that.
I had to stop for a truck.
Maybe
I didn't
some
think he was
like
going to stop. He
physical
got
stuff,
further ahead of me.
domestic
He was about
violence,
to get
but
on
he ain't
eastbound.
killed nobody, he ain't kidnapping
281.
kids. I don't know what they law is like doing people, but to chase him down to this extreme, you would think like it gotta be worth it. Like this is like a risk because this is a risk to public safety. And even look, hold on, look. People gonna say, hey, you sound like you reporting a criminal. Hold on, look. The officer ain't putting his life at risk. Is this even worth putting your life at risk? I'm pretty sure he got a wife, he got kids to come home to.
He's passing on the shoulder. 282 eastbound.
Let's say something happened and he don't
Still
come
about a quarter
home,
mile ahead of him.
and it's something that could have been avoided. Will you blame the criminal? No. You know, like, yeah, well, we didn't get you today, buddy, but we know you in the area. Catch you. When we catch you, we're gonna catch you, we're gonna beat your ass. First of all, we're gonna put you out the car, you gonna get some lumps. It's gonna happen. And you know that. I mean, shit, it ain't. No, is that legal? No, but it's definitely gonna happen. Crazy.
TVI wrecked out 284.
Debbie. Saved by little Debbie.
283 now.
Oh.
There's multiple units on scene.
We doing felony takedown. We're not getting a response right now. Not a response.
10-4, West Memphis has first responders in the EMS.
Wow.
According to police reports, trailing officers pulled over and quickly ordered Mario at gunpoint to leave the vehicle. After they continually received no response, officers approached. The secondary officer details this scene in a post-incident interview.
Came along the driver's side of the car because it was resting on its roof. Was able to bust the driver's side rear window. Of course, it had the side curtain airbag, at which time I took a knife to cut the airbag so that we could see into the vehicle, at which time I found a black male. Lower half of his body was in the front driver's seat, in between the passenger and driver's seat, with his upper torso in the back. His arms were crossed, his chest wasn't responsive, kind of gasping for air. Eyes were not open. It was just like in my 30 years, I call it a death rattle. Okay. It's that last gasp breath. This time EMS arrived. He actually went in the vehicle, and I believe he was the one that checked to see if he had a pulse and all that. And he advised he did not have a pulse.
Paramedic advised he don't have a pulse.
Mario was pronounced dead at the scene shortly after by emergency medical services. Outside of the vehicle rolling numerous times, it is likely that he was not wearing his seatbelt based on his placement, lowering his chances of survival even more. An investigation was opened to determine if any wrongdoing resulted in Mario's passing. According to news sources, this investigation placed Trooper Garrett James Bird on paid administrative leave until the investigation was resolved. In a press release by the department, they attributed the cause of the crash to Mario hitting the brakes at 140 miles per hour prior to Trooper Bird's pit or TVI maneuver attempt. Using dashcam and Google Earth references, we found their speed estimation to be fairly accurate. We calculated that the officer's average speed 5 seconds prior to the collision was 136 miles per hour. Typically, pit or TVI maneuvers at these speeds are limited to deadly force situations at many agencies across the United States. One example policy from the state of Minnesota discourages pit maneuvers at over 40 miles per hour, and in certain situations at over 25 miles per hour. However, the Arkansas State Police are a rare agency that allows pit maneuvers for most pursuits, as their policy doesn't list any speed recommendations for them, nor does it correlate speed as a prerequisite for use of deadly force in these maneuvers. In the pursuit report submitted by Trooper Bird, it lists there were no methods of forcible stops utilized, and that the primary reason the pursuit ended was due to Mario hitting the guardrail. Trooper Bird shared what he recalled during an investigative interview.
All right, it's Friday, December 22nd,
Okay, I'm gonna
2023,
pause
and I'm
right
at
there.
Crittenden County.
Oh, I'm saying, hold on. The accident, like, okay, see, look, okay, we got to hold accountability on both sides. The accident didn't happen because the fleeing suspect hit the brakes. So you're saying that it was an accident because the fleeing suspect slowed down? That's what caused the accident? No. What caused the accident was the trooper doing a pit maneuver at 130 miles an hour. Like, okay, I understand. Look, officers do pit maneuvers. Okay, I get it. You know, cool. But this wasn't Osama bin Laden. This wasn't the guy that it was so serious that you had to do. Like, come on, it's really not that serious. Oh, well, he sell drugs and he do this and he did that. Blah blah blah. Come on, no, it really wasn't that serious. That's to be honest. He ain't kidnapping nobody. He ain't taking nobody kids. He's not a pedo. It's not that dang on serious. It's like something like if that semi wasn't there, it would have been like 2 or more fatalities on this. Was it really worth all that? For what? So, I mean, that's saying something to think about. You know, wow.
County Sheriff's Office Dispatch Center with Trooper James Bird and his attorney, Russell Wood.
I went back in over towards the left lane, which he was still in, to attempt to perform a tactical vehicle intervention, or TVI, and I don't know if he anticipated what was coming and was just trying to get me off of him, or he was intentionally trying to wreck me. But the suspect slammed on the brakes, and it's like when he did, the vehicle veered right, and I was still kind of right there beside him, and it collected me, and it caused a collision. We both veered right, made sure that we had fire and EMS en route to assist the suspect. They informed me that they weren't getting any response out of him. There was plenty of help there, waiting on fire and EMS, and I went to check on the truck driver, make sure he was okay.
Did you know that in Texas, rifles can be carried in public with...
News organizations obtained this highway camera footage pertaining to the crash and criticized the police department's telling of the events, indicating that the crash was caused by a TVI attempt and not by Mario hitting the brakes.
Exactly.
However, in the dash cam footage we obtained, it does appear that Mario brakes just before the collision. According to news sources, if this crash is ruled as a result of a TVI, Mario's death would be the 4th Arkansas TVI fatality of that year. As the public debates the safety and effectiveness surrounding TVIs, Arkansas State Police Director Colonel Mike Hagar shared his reasons on their use. We're not gonna just hope that they're not gonna hit someone, that they're not gonna kill your family, that they're not gonna kill my family. We've seen that happen, unfortunately. This is not theory. We know what's gonna happen the longer we let that go on. So the reason we believe it is the best tactic is because it's the most immediate tactic to bring that pursuit to a conclusion. We don't want anyone to be killed, but at the end of the day, we are always going to maintain that clear priority of life, which is the innocent public, then the law enforcement, then the suspects. 2 weeks after the incident, the investigative report indicates officials received a letter from the state prosecuting attorney, Sonia Haygood of the 2nd Judicial District. The letter stated no charges would be pursued against Trooper Bird and gave authority to close the use of force review as justified, specifically spelling out that Mario caused the crash and that Trooper Bird did not complete a TVI.
Now, the pit maneuver, short for precision immobilization technique or tactical vehicle intervention, has been used by...
Look. Stop the cap. That's 100%. I mean, come on, dude. Are you serious? I mean, I understand you trying to stop people. I get it. Law enforcement, a lot of shit to deal with. Okay, I get it. But this was insane to do. I mean, I'm not good with physics, but every reaction is a counter reaction or whatever. I don't know. I'm not good with physics. That could tear me up in the comments. I don't care. But you just see what happened here. And now they're trying to blame it. Okay, see, like, okay, it's one thing. Okay, it happened. Okay, I get it. But now you trying to blame it on the dude that was running. Say, well, it only happened because he was running. Oh, it happened because the officer hit him. It's obvious. It happens. I mean, shit. You pit somebody at over 100 miles an hour. I'm like, look, this dude, like I said, he wasn't a murderer, he wasn't a pedo. I mean, it wasn't that serious. And he been running y'all so much, somebody was a little butthurt somewhere because he kept making a mockery out of y'all. It was something personal. It's crazy now. And I'm wondering, like, hey, okay, so the officer didn't get charged for nothing. Okay, cool, whatever. Now, that's the criminal stuff. So I wonder, can the family come and sue? Ooh, that's something to think right there.
Law enforcement since the 1980s, and although using it comes with much controversy, in my opinion, I do believe it's a great tool used by police to catch fleeing criminals. And when these officers are close to the fleeing vehicle, think about the courageous actions it takes to do this, because the police officer is putting his safety and possibly his life on the line to keep the public safe. Now, many highway patrol officers and state troopers do use the pit maneuver, and whether you agree or disagree, at the end of the day, it's the fleeing vehicle that initiated this entire interaction to begin with. So we start out today learning that the Arkansas police are looking for a male who's wanted on multiple felonies. And make no mistake about it, many times where these criminals know that they're wanted, they're not going to go quietly to prison. And keep in mind that these agencies have been trying to catch this male for a few months now, so the male is probably getting desperate. But when the bondsman and local police locate the male, he speeds off, nearly hitting an Arkansas state trooper. So we do see the disrespect for the law and the disregard for human life that he's displaying. And now police are in pursuit of this guy, and he's traveling at
What I say earlier, somebody feel a little butthurt, disrespect. What I say?
dangerously high speeds. And at this point, we see the marked vehicle become the lead vehicle. And that, of course, so the public and other police vehicles can identify what's going on and travel safely during these pursuits. And as this pursuit enters the interstate, we see much more traffic. And this is where the danger increases. And this is why balancing the safety of the public versus capturing this dangerous felon is difficult. Because police do want to catch this guy, but catching him without injuries to anyone is the objective. But then the officer chooses to make his move. He approaches the suspect's vehicle on the right side and he attempts the pit maneuver. And it does appear that he immediately straightened out his wheel, but he did have a tractor trailer in front of him. So that, coupled with the speeds that they were traveling at, is what I believe caused him to crash into the right side of the trailer. And this was hard to watch because then we see the suspect's vehicle enter the right lane, go through the guardrail, and come to rest on its roof. Now lastly, after seeing this, of course, many of us will have an opinion, but we have to remember nothing about a police officer's duties can be predicted. But with that being said, there were certain decisions that the suspect made that brought him to this conclusion. And unfortunately, those decisions brought him to this tragic end. But the Arkansas State Trooper was just doing what he was trained to do, and that's protecting the.
You putting your own life at risk for this. It's let's say you're doing too much, and all this was just an ego thing. Like, come on, man, you tripping. Like, if that Mack truck wasn't there, he would have hit that car. It'd been over. Now you ain't going home to your kids, and then you want to blame everything on him. Like, accountability and criticism is a two-way street. It go both ways. But I mean, I know some people feel like this guy was so dangerous he needed to be off the street. Maybe. But maybe. But yeah, he needed. Wow, he's so worst shit that happened. But whatever. Next, crazy. When I seen that car go, oof, I was like, God damn. Oof. So this one, it's a lot of video. It's gonna go back and forth. I mean, is the officer gonna get in some trouble? Probably not. Is it gonna be some lawsuit filed? Maybe. Is it gonna be some policy changes? So, I don't know. People say, I was looking through some of the comments, people saying, hey, well, don't commit the crime and you and this, all this, but all right, where can one person be judge, jury, and execute? That's what it is, though. At the same time, let's on the other side. If you ain't have criminals, police won't have a job, right? If people disobeyed every law, I mean, y'all be unemployed. So, but that'll never happen. It's always gonna be a way. That'll never happen. So I don't know. Let me know what y'all think. In the comments. If you watched the video this far, shouts out for that. I was just like trying to be neutral on this, but it was just a video. This was like, damn. When I seen the speed, I was like, damn. He done rammed the car like this. Why? Like who the? I'm like, I'm looking up who's dude. Like who the hell is this guy that you want this? But you already had a history with them, so it was personal. Now people say whatever you want. Trust me, go back and I'll put a link in the description to the full video. And trust me, this was personal because they're already trying to get him for a minute. So it was a little more than whatever they want to say it was. We're going to stop the cap. But hey, thanks y'all for watching. Peace.